Welcome back everyone, I am the Depressed Dior and this is Dark Souls 2. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give this respecking thing a try. I'll probably still use some pyromancy, but I would like to see how this sword works because this is the first sword I've ever seen that's kind of pure magic. So yeah, I'm gonna give that a shot. I did go around and look for. I had 10 dragon bones on me. At the end of the last video, I had to go and find 5 more to get it all the way to +5. So I did so, and I also went and got the Ember from Iron's Keep. Getting there was pretty easy. I just took the second bonfire and just went backwards. It was pretty much a straight route from the second bonfire. The problem is, in New Game Plus and higher, they had a bit of a dick move. Getting the Ember is easy enough, but because the Ember is on that little section of broken stairs that you have to jump to. The problem is going down and grabbing the Ember, the little path that leads the stairs up to the archer, the first archer you run into in that area, there's a red phantom knight in there, and he'll just run down, pretty much kill you if you're not careful. And getting around him is not very easy because everything's very, very narrow, so it's not the nicest of situations to be in. Alright, so the main thing I want to make sure we do, because if I want to go an int build, I might as well make sure I can use sorceries to show off. It'll also, I mean, I don't hate sorcery. I certainly like being a spellcaster because it generally makes things easier, but it does. You guys see me with a faith build already. It's pretty easy once you have like a very powerful ranged attack. Anyway, let's see, my strongest spell is 64 int Soul Geyser, so that's going to be my target there, so might as well write that down so I don't forget. So 64 int. So that's pretty much the only thing I need to worry about. I'll stick with the same equipment for the most part. I might, yeah, I'll stick with the same equipment. It's not a big big deal. So let's go ahead and get ready. Oh, wrong person.
Step 2.
All right, I do have a soul vessel, so let's do this. Okay. Yeah, actually can't.
No, of course. Now go.
Yeah. But another thing I should probably check is the weapon requirement. Silly me. 18. Okay, so all 18s.
Step 2.
Hopefully they didn't eat up a soul vessel. That would be rude. 1 second, just making sure I have 18. Oh, the last 18 doesn't matter. Okay. So, 2 points of dex. And then we need to get up to 18 strength. I want 50 attunement. Yeah, you can hold down the button. The game's nice enough to do that. Okay. I do want my 110 agility, of course. So let's put the rest bunch into int. Now the thing about int is it does increase fire damage as well. I mean, not by a lot, but it does it by some. So it will improve our pyromancies. So we need 64 int. We'll have an additional 3 points from the set bonus, but I'm just going to make sure I have a raw 64. Alright. So that's going to boost our damage quite a bit. The only other thing I didn't check was the staff requirement, but that shouldn't really be a big issue for us. We don't have to worry about increasing our strength any higher, so because we're not going to get any bonuses from that. So let's go ahead and get ourselves... The sword is actually pretty... not very heavy. Okay, for now, put it there. Okay, beyond that, it doesn't go, He only goes up by 20. Okay, that's fine. So that leaves us the rest of the points to put into vitality, perhaps. This is probably overkill. We really probably don't need this much vitality. Might as well. We'll just continue building endurance like we did before. I think that's a reasonable thing to do. So my endurance sucks again, but we'll make do. So high vitality, high attunement. Pretty much good all around. Okay. So let's confirm this.
Now, on a jet.
Yeah. Okay. So what we can change now is we can change this to a different sword. So now our encumbrance is only 21.5%. Perfect. And let's see what else we can get. Pretty sure I buffed a few staffs. Maybe I didn't. Magic Staff of Wisdom. Yeah, I did. I didn't, It needs to be buffed still, but that's okay. We can equip it. It's going to be our top staff. Should be good to go. Alright. So let's rest. Let's attune some spells. Also going with this build, I can get access to an additional NPC. So that's one of the other things I kind of wanted to do. Alright. So let's just grab some top tier stuff. Some soul geysers. What's this? Soul bolt. Let's get some soul spears. One thing we could have gotten instead of the sword was we could have gotten crystal soul spear, which is a much stronger version of soul spear. But we had to choose one or the other, so this is what I chose. Let's see what else. We got soul showers, soul vortex. Oh, that freed up some stuff. That's nice. And there you go. It's a nice little spread of spells. I still have at least one pyromancy. Just like the sword I was using before, this weapon cannot be enchanted with any spells or anything like that, because it quickly grew to like ridiculous levels, so I got corrected in the 1.04 patch, I believe. Anyway, let's go ahead and travel. Oh yeah, I need to check what this. So right now, my original weapon did 563 damage. That's both with physical and fire put together. Right now, this weapon is doing 538 damage. Essentially, I'm getting 380 base and then 158 due to my intelligence. Also, my pyromancy flame is now doing more damage. Not significantly more, but it's a pretty good boost from what it was before. Let's see what else. Okay, so our next plan is that we're gonna go pay a visit to Macduff's workshop. As I mentioned before, I did go and get the Ember. I also went ahead and moved him from his spot by lighting the torch, so I got myself another Twinkling Titanite. Not a big deal. Okay.
Shadow. Oh, dear. Flynn, I'm so right. You've got to give
So, what we want to do is infuse our weapon. We can make it raw, which will boost the damage somehow. Not sure how. You can make it enchanted, which will make the magic go away completely and go straight physical. But if you do that, the special ability that this sword does, where it shoots out beams, like a shockwave or whatever, it will do 0 damage, so don't do enchanted. What we want is magic. Right now, this weapon is A affinity towards arcane. If we make it magic, it'll lose some of its primary damage, but it'll become S rank and in intelligence. So I'm gonna test this out, see if the damage is much better. Right now I'm at 538, and that's gonna reduce it down to 304. Infuse. Okay, now it's a moonlight. It's a magic moonlight greatsword +5. Now let's take a look. So that brought it up to 304 plus 253, which brings it up to 553. So it's doing, or sorry, not 557. So it's actually doing like about 6 less damage than my previous sword. Though I can improve it by, increasing my intelligence higher. So, not too bad, not too much of a big difference. This weapon is classified as a greatsword and not as a ultra greatsword, so it's not as ridiculously heavy. And that's about it. There's one thing I also wanted to check out here, but first, let's So yeah, that's the effect of the as expected, it reduces your okay, this has an overhead swing. Okay, so that's the way it swings. What if I attack with this? Okay, so yeah, if I use this one-handed, I can make swings like this. Two-handed, it's an overhead swing, which isn't bad. It means I at least have some options, but I'll probably end up sticking with, well, I guess it'll depend on the situation. Alright, the other thing we need to do, of course, is reinforce our staff that we have. Conveniently enough, I do have enough Twinkling Titanite to do this. Yep, just enough. So now my magic's even higher. Compared to something like, I don't know. Sheesh, I have so much junk. Yeah, compared to this staff, which was, yeah, far less damage. The only disadvantage is that the Staff of Wisdom actually it has slower casting time. I don't think there's any other staves I really want to use. I probably should have checked that before enchanting this one, shouldn't I? Not a big deal. Yeah, I think that's just pretty much top tier. I mean, the only thing that could possibly be better is the Staff of Mana. Alright, so let's go ahead and rest here. So now I got things like Soul Geyser, Soul Great Swords, Soul Great Sword. This spell is definitely not designed for... Oh wow, I hit all 3 of them through the wall. Here I'll show off the... Yeah, it's Soul Geyser. It shoots multiple Soul Spears. Then we got Soul Bolt. Oh yeah, that's what that was. I forgot about that spell. Yeah, we don't want Soul Bolt. Hey, Lingering Flame. Got that as a drop of all things. Alright, so let's change Soul Bolt. I mean, we're gonna end up changing this anyway. We'll bring out Soul Shower, that's fine. Anyway, so now we got some options as far as our attack spells. Let's not get hit with that. Yep. Got the dog behind me. Supposedly I found a route. I looked up some stuff about trying to get to that item on the wall. So we're gonna go ahead and take care of that and see what it is. And then we'll probably go and see a new NPC. I already went around and bought whatever arcane spells I could really get with the shops that are available, but we have yet to actually meet the primary mage shop, and I'm about to die. No surprise there. Oh, what a dick. The explosion missed for a second and then knocked me right into that pit. Good thing I didn't use an effigy. Alright. Once again, it's going to take some getting used to this sword. It definitely swings faster, which is nice. And its reach isn't too bad either. Especially compared to the fake sword. Failed miserably. Okay. Backstep attack isn't too bad. Alright. So let's try this again, preferably with less fail. Alright, so what I want to do is get to the room with all the exploding undead. Actually, the easier way would have been go back, but I'm already committed. It's all good. Actually, screw that. Let's return. It'll be easier to go from straight cell. My apologies. This is me wasting everyone's time. Alright, let's go to straight cell. This might get ugly, because I don't have as many sweeping blows. Oh wow. Somehow exploded through to the floor. Good to know. Alright. I would try to use something like Soul Shower or something like that, but more than likely it would. Oh, now my message gets rated. Really? So yeah, the ones that have nothing inside them do more damage, and I don't know why. Makes no sense. Like the one with that little smoldering thing inside him does less damage than the one that's empty. Anyway, I am dying horribly this video. That's what I get for, switching, playstyles in the middle of it. But, we can always do this. This is known as the easy way. Okay. Alright, so... So what we want... Okay. Just make sure that undead doesn't get up. So supposedly if we go this way... Can't be that way, right? Yeah, that's the same. That's the room we were in. Ah, I see. Yeah, don't do this at home. Sheesh, I literally have like no room. The part I'm worried about is the corners. Yeah, I never knew about this item. I didn't see it when I did my initial playthrough, so... both my playthroughs, rather. Silver Brave Warrior and a golden wing shield. Okay, I mean it's a shield, I guess. All right, so we'll go ahead and use this. Return to our last bonfire, and never come back here again. All right, so what we need to do now is we need to go to No Man's Wharf. Great. Now the bad part about my build now is, besides the pyromancy spell I'm taking with me, I'm practically all magic, and I'm going the wrong way. So if I encounter anything that's really heavily resistant to magic or just immune or something, I'll be in some trouble. As far as pyromancy spells are concerned, there's only one we didn't see. Well, there's one I didn't get. We did see it though, it was used against us. And that was the Chaos Fireball spell. Ah, great. Just what I wanted. I feel like I do more damage with this sword. Don't want to get hit with a fire arrow right now. And I can at least swing this sword now within a reasonable speed. Wow, I don't know how I avoided that. Definitely eats up the durability. But that's why I have this repair spell. Alright. Good, you unaggroed. Oh wow! Glad I drank that. I mean, it would have came close to killing me at the very least. All right, so what we're trying to do is just trying to, you know, survive. Yeah, the backstab is the standard sword swings. But yeah, we're trying to get to that guy that ignored us before. What hit me? Oh, there's another archer, isn't there? Yeah, he's over there. It does definitely feels like I'm hitting for a lot more. I mean, usually my sword, my smelter sword would hit around 500 or 600. I'm hitting for 800 with this thing. I think the main reason for that though is because I'm doing raw magic damage. Like, there's no physical at all. So heavy armor and stuff doesn't do shit against this sword. And since I'm here, I might as well go here. Grab this junk. Alright. Go back to your home. The reason I'm using soul spears is because they pierce through stuff. It's awesome. There you go. But yeah, I'll try to focus a little bit. I'll still try to focus on the sword more than the spells. But there will definitely be some situations where I'll just use magic just to make my life a little bit easier. Hey, what's up?
I sense power. Very well. From this day, you shall be my new pupil. I am Carillion. Carillion of the Fold. Surely you've heard the name. Now, do not be afraid. Let us explore the limits of sorcery.
You can reinforce your pyromancy flame here. Well, here, but it's soon going to be in town. He'll actually come to town. You can buy a staff if you didn't get one. You can also get the clear bluestone ring and a spell quartz ring. The base tier of those items. And for the price, it's not too bad, but you can pretty much get a clear bluestone ring pretty... Well, you can't get it too early, but you can get it. He also sells one simpleton spice, so I might as well get that, since I didn't get one in the previous run-through. And then he's got a few interesting spells. He has Soul Spear Barrage, which shoots out a flurry of Soul Spears. I'm gonna go ahead and take that. And quite frankly, I'll go ahead and buy one of each of these. Why not? What spells don't we have? Magic Weapon, we already have Greater Magic Weapon, and we have Crystal Magic Weapon, so we don't need it. Shockwave, it's very similar to the Shockwave spell that the Miracles have. It does no damage, but it can knock people over. Yearn it creates an orb that acts as a decoy, which I will go ahead and buy. And talk.
Ah, here, a fitting gift for you.
Northern Ritual Band +1.
Seek higher planes, young pupil. The forces of magic and souls lie dormant in this land. It is a fitting place to hone my sorceries. I suspect that I may even conjure up new spells here. Sorcery is yet a mystery, even to me. Let us mature together, young pupil.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got better spells.
Use scrolls to unleash the power of sorceries. But the power of each scroll is reliant on that of its owner. The untrained cannot wield a scroll to its proper potential. Never forget, young pupil, there are no shortcuts to mastery.
Except pyromancy.
The forces of magic and soul, it is a fitting, I suspect. Sorcery is
Okay,
young pupil. May we meet again in Majula.
there we go. So now he'll go back home. So let's go ahead and use our feather. I'm gonna go ahead and go through the dialogue. I am going over time, but might as well take care of all this here now. I wouldn't mind trying out that Yearning spell. Supposedly it was really good in Dark Souls 1. It's pretty much just like using Alluring Skulls, but I never use Alluring Skulls because it's an item, and I never use items. Alright, so let's go to Majula. There's also someone else we need to talk to as well in town now that we have what's his name here? Alright, he hangs out over there, under the tree.
Oh, I'm here. You even were kind. The only thing I finally tracked down my teacher. But I've decided to keep at it alone. I need to see what I can achieve by myself. Master Carillion and I are from Malphia to the south. A land... Master Carillion polished his art at one of our renowned magic academies. But he argued that the academies were terrible places to learn magic. This quite angered Master Glocken, my previous teacher. Once Master Carillion spoke excitedly of this land. He made talk of the remnants of some great power and the deep abyss that surrounds it. I tried to ask more, but he didn't seem to hear. Oh, I'll never be good enough, will I? It was a perilous trek. I faced the most frightful thing. The number of times I nearly died.
Alright, I'm pretty sure we've already gone over the rest of the dialogue.
Be safe.
But yeah, this is her teacher.
Oh, so you finally decided to join us. Let us resume our exploration of sorcery.
I don't think you have anything new. You do not.
The forces of magic and souls lie dormant in this land. It is a fitting, I suspect, that sorcerer use scrolls, but yeah, never.
Yes, he doesn't.
I sense a dark power
Oh.
here. Something akin to sorcery, only more primordial. I wish to find out more about it, but as we see, this place is in ruins. Just what happened here? Sorcery was created long, long ago. Some say it was originated by the Great Pale Being. But we've no way of knowing if such claims are true. Many sorceries were lost over the ages. Before pyromancy, there were fire sorceries, but they are long forgotten.
I believe our description for the sword we're using now mentions something about a pale being as well.
Sorcery and pyromancy thrive in Malphia. I've spent much time there, trying to perfect my art. But staying was a mistake. The fools there had no interest in truth. Their ambitions were paltry, and their smiles cloying. I was sick to the back teeth of their petty squabbles. There was nothing for me in that forsaken land. So the girl's been here, too. I'm glad to see her safe, whatever that's worth.
Sheesh.
The forces of magic and so... It is a fit... Sort.
Alright.
One day my teachings will save you.
Okay. Alright, so got to see another NPC because I changed my build, and we got ourselves some new magic. Let's go ahead and do our attunement now so I don't have to worry about it later. Let's get rid of Soul Shower. And we'll replace it with Soul Spear Barrage. Let's drop that and replace it with Yearn, and we'll see how that goes from there. Okay. And just to start things on the right foot for the next video, we'll be human. Okay. The only thing well, I already went human, so I'm not gonna worry about it. But eventually, I'll actually open that house if I ever bother to go find him. Anyway, I'm the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Dark Souls 2. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the respec, and I'll see you guys later.